Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
What movie is a 10 out of 10? The original Back to the Future. Original idea to start with. Flawless screenplay where everything happens for a reason. Entire last half hour full of payoffs. This script is so airtight that it's used in many film classes. It's widely considered to be a perfect movie. The opening exposition during the starting credits is great. Using the camera to do in 3 minutes what many films spend 10 minutes of dialogue on. 12 Angry Men. Every time I watch it, I find new details to admire. Edit the 1957 version and be sure to check out 12 Angry Men analysis by you, Shabrek. 12/12. Jurassic Park, 1993, a true cinematic masterpiece. That score when they first see the dinosaurs gets me every time. My fave is the shot when Dr. Grant, Ellie and the kids are rescued by the T-Rex. It turns around and roars. As the dinosaurs ruled the earth, banner falls down around it. That was my laptop background for the longest. What an awesome shot. The Shawshank Redemption. I love how it's just a pretty straightforward story. It's such a good one. And so well told, that the movie doesn't need to be revolutionary for filmmaking or anything to be one of, if not the best of all time. Terminator 2. 11/10 would go back in time to watch it for the first time again. Still blows my mind it's 4 years older than me watching it nowadays. Best movie of all time. That would be a good sequel. Arnold going back in time. Not to save John Connor but to watch a decent movie before they messed it up with all the sequels. The Thing. Hells yeah. Happy, heroic ending. Fuck that shit. Let's just sit here a while. The Matrix. Oh shit. When this movie first came out we had never seen anything like it. It's worth reposting a comment from a few months back just to talk about how great the first time viewing experience was. The marketing and its lack of plot explanation were extremely important. The trailers did not explain the setup of the movie. The trailers gave you no context. They just showed you 20 to 30 seconds of people dressed in leather doing kung fu in ways we had never seen in a movie before. On our first viewing we had no idea what the Matrix was. We were also not used to superhero shit in movies at that point. The very first X-Men movie wouldn't be out for another year. And so the intensity and timbre of the action sequences were a brand new, never before seen experience. Imagine having never seen a superhero movie in your life and watching this movie in a theater of a few hundred equally ignorant people watching the opening sequence with Trinity running from the agents. She's running off the wall, what the hell? Whoa. She's jumping from what the fuck, how did she do that? What the fuck, the agent guy did it too. Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark. We were fresh. We were virginal. We were blown away. And the stinger of an ending with Keanu fucking flying with RATM blasting had us leaving that theater flushed with dopamine and adrenaline. The Matrix did not need to go that hard. But it fucking did. Contrast with most trailers today where you know exactly what it's about and most of what will happen in 30 seconds. Fargo. 1996. The performances in this movie by Frances McDormand, William H. Macy and Steve Buscemi were all career-defining performances, but what I don't see mentioned enough is how the movie is an antidote for Tarantino's style of criminals. Pulp Fiction is out of this world, but it led to every director trying to write smart, well-read criminals who talk about TV and movies. A big example would be Bad Boys. Whereas the Coens created idiotic criminals who keep making mistakes and aren't cool in any way. They even start the movie off by messing up the time for their meeting. I've watched this movie so much. I think I could quote it in my sleep. Also, Marge Gunderson is one of my favorite movie characters of all time. Marge Sunuva Gunderson. The Coen bros do such an amazing job of juxtaposing the mundane and folksy with the macabre in such a way that forces you to realize that the most disgusting and disturbing stories you've ever heard are populated with people that are so normal that if you met them you'd think they were boring. The ending in particular, when Franny Mac is lying in bed with her husband and listening to him bitch because his Mallard sketch was used for the 2-cent stamp after she just unraveled this story of corruption and murder. That ends with her walking up on some guy as he feeds someone else into a fucking wood chipper is just, they're the best filmmakers of my generation. Also, the TV show derived from this universe is unstoppably great. Said this in another comment, but it's more remarkable than most people realize. Typically the pregnant woman is a vulnerable figure in film. They literally flipped the script and made her the hero. Oh yeah. Dawn Shionoru smiling face with hearts. Princess Bride. Fun fact. A lot of professional wrestlers have seen that movie and love it. When Andre the Giant was alive, after he made the movie, and the other wrestlers and himself were traveling around, he always kept a copy on him and would play it for them whenever he could get one to watch it with him. He went to the grave with that movie being one of the most meaningful things to him. Edit. He said one of the reasons he loved making the movie so much was the fact that no one stared at him. In his normal life, everyday people would stare at him and treat him differently. But not that film crew. Good. He deserved to be very proud of himself for that movie. He added so much heart to that ensemble and it wouldn't have been the same without him. I doubt it would be the cult classic it is without Andre.